Hi, this is Michael, and today I'm hopefully going to show you how to make almond butter in your Vitamix blender. And this is the 5300 series. I've got a 32-ounce container on here right now, but you may want to use the container that came with your blender, which is probably the low-profile container. However, there's also the older style container, which is more narrow and taller. And that is the container that I've had the best success with. Ever since I got the low profile container, the 64 ounce, I have had no success making almond butter. And I think I've learned a few things along the way, and that's what I wanted to share with you today. First of all, if you are using the low profile 64 ounce container, make sure that you are using the correct tamper if you also own a 32 ounce. So this is the 32 ounce tamper, this is the 64 ounce tamper, and you can see that there is a difference in the length. And if you try to use the 64 ounce tamper in the 32 ounce, you are going to run into disaster, because this is going to, first of all, it doesn't really fit in there, but if you force it in, you are going to be very, very close to the blade, and that is not a good situation. However, if you try to use the 32 ounce container in the 64 ounce, you're going to be too far away from the blades, and you won't be able to push whatever you are trying to push into the blades very well at all. And in the fact, if you use the recipe that is in the Vitamix cookbook that calls for 4 cups of almonds, if you're using the wrong tamper, you just simply will not be able to get those almonds into the blades. Therefore, you will have a poor product. So let me just show you what happened when I tried earlier today to make some almond butter. What I ended up with looked something like this. This is what I ended up with. It was dry, it was like Play-Doh, it was just absolutely terrible. And after about 2.5 to 3 minutes, it got very hot and steamy. So it was a total failure, and I think the reason for that was a couple reasons. I think I was using I know I was using the wrong length tamper. I should have been using this one. And I was not using dry roasted almonds. And I don't know, I just think I had some bad energy going on for some reason or another. So today we're going to try using the 32 ounce container. If you have the 64 ounce, it was suggested to me by several people that you try using 4 cups is what the recipe calls for. Try using 5 cups of almonds instead, and you may get a better result. So we're going to go with a 32 ounce container. When you're making almond butter, the choice of almonds is very important. Now, I purchased these at a big box place, and they're just raw almonds. They don't say raw, but they say that they're supreme whole almonds, and they don't make any mention of being dry roasted. So therefore, we can conclude that these are raw almonds. The most recipes that you see are calling for roasted almonds, although I have seen people make almond butter using raw almonds, but to roast the almonds is very easy. What I've done is I've measured out 3 cups of almonds here, and I'm simply going to put it into the oven at 350 for about 12 to 15 minutes. And you want to make sure that you start the oven cold, so spread your almonds out, put them in the oven, start it at 350, and 12 to 15 minutes you should be good to go. So these have been previously been roasted, so I'm not reaching into the hot oven with my bare hand and grabbing a 350 degree pan. Do not worry about that. Do not call 911. So here we have our almonds. I'm going to let these cool completely, and then we're going to move over to the blender, and I'll describe the next process for you. Here are my almonds that have cooled down, and I'm just going to place them all into the container. Now, most recipes suggest that you might want to use canola oil, maybe a 1/4 cup. I've heard so many people say don't use canola oil, you don't really need to use the canola oil. So I'm going to forego the canola oil for this demonstration, and we'll see what we end up with. But as you can see, I'm about a little more than half full now with 3 cups of these almonds, and I don't know, I just have a good feeling about this. So here we go, just like a few more to go. All right, so I'm going to put the top on. I've got my tamper ready to go. Turn this down to nothing, turn the power on, First thing we're going to do is we're going to start off at the lowest setting, and then within just a few seconds we'll take it up to full speed. And in only about a minute's time we should see this transform into a smooth consistency almond butter. Alright, plug your ears because this will be loud. I can see already I'm getting some smoothness down at the bottom. Almost there. And I think that's it. So let's check it out. All those weird noises, you don't have to worry about those. Those are all the normal sounds that the Vitamix is going to make. And look at that. It's a very nice, smooth almond butter. Not bad. So I would have to consider that a success. And of course, the last step in the process is to use a small spatula and put your almond butter into a container of some sort. And you're going to save a lot of money in the long haul by making your own almond butter. And now that I've finally learned the secrets and passed them along to you, I hope you can have the same success. Thanks for watching and have a great day.